Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Hopefully, you're doing really well. It's a real pea super here. It's just called the new normal. All right, let's see where we're going today. Joy is inside the house, not outside, inside the house. All right, what's happening tonight? Last call to do our deep dive into the Invitation to the Universe class. That is about the shift that's happening on July 17th with the North Node and the South Node moving from Taurus and Scorpio, respectively, into Aries and Libra. How will that impact you? I'm going to go into each ascendant sign and give you a sense about your own impact of this transit, whether you have North Node in Aries or not. Doesn't matter. We're all impacted. Last year and a half, North Node in Taurus really did a number on a lot of people. Other people loved it. So we're going to see how this next 18 months is going to go. So jump on. There's a link in the description box below. And Wednesday, I am going to invite Jen Huber. I hope she can make it. She's traveling across the country right now. So, but either way, we're going to be doing energy reset. So the Healing Your Heart series happening 3:30 on Wednesdays. This is all about healing your energy, clearing your energy, opening up to love, opening up to abundance, whatever it is. We're going to be on the healing path for the rest of this year. All right, so link to that in the description box below. Let's see where we're going. TikTok, of course. Breathe. Yang. Okay, so it's not yet ready to take action. Whatever you're thinking about in your life, there's a real timing, not trick, but a real timing element to it. It's not time right now. This is a 29 card, goes to 11, right? You add the 2 and the 9 together, that's an 11. 11's a master number. Here's the 1, Yang energy, Ace of Wands, taking action. Next Monday, we have the North Node moving into Aries, which is about taking action, which is all about individuality. What is it that I want to create in my life? And this last week, I'm going to invite you just to breathe deep. I'm going to invite, as the thing is shifting, right? Because we have a grand cardinal cross happening on Monday too, with Pluto and the new moon in Cancer in opposition. So this next Monday is a massive opportunity. So let's spend the week preparing for it. How shall we do that? Let me be giving each reading this week about how to prepare for this next big portal, this next shift in energy. All right, so let's see where we go today. 3 of Wands, underneath the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, Judgment. Wow, lots of energy from the bottom of the deck right now. It just tells me when to stop. I don't know. I just go with my own intuition, right? So the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands is about expectation. What are we welcoming in? What energy are we sitting in? Are we joyfully aware and welcoming this crossroads? Are we doing that? I feel like there is something about self-love this week that's going to be super important. Queen of Pentacles, taking good care, also working together with other people. Something about your pentacles. You can be preparing your pentacles for a shift, right? Because Aries is like, okay, it's go time. So what do you need to do to prepare? Definitely a feeling of preparation. 9 of Wands, King of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of not the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this card is similar though, but the 9 of Pentacles here, the Hanged Man, and the 10 of Swords. Woo! That card's been making a comeback these days. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the World. So there's something here about not waiting. I feel like self-confidence in you, your own self-confidence is like, what did I just say about this? Like this week is about us waiting, right? TikTok. It's about us waiting for this new shift. This 9 of Wands, it's not holding on to past, not holding on to past patterns though, past ways of waiting or past ways of doing things. There is still some things that need to be released in order to prepare. We're not doing it the same way. Okay, so I'm going to dive into that Nine of Wands a little bit. This Nine of Cups and King of Pentacles is like what I really want to create. And if I'm preparing for things, like for example, I really want to create big success in my life and abundance financially, but if I'm preparing from a place of lack, that's not going to work. So you got to understand, you've got to like realign yourself. If I want to have love, I can't have all these negative ideas about soulmates and negative ideas about relationships and everyone, no one has intimacy anymore. I can't have all this lack mentality as it relates to relationships. Everybody's a narcissist kind of thing like that. Like I can't be in that energy. What I must be in the energy of is really embrace the Taurus energy of getting yourself grounded and remembering your values and walking that talk. What do I say I want? And am I aligned with that emotionally? Or am I saying, well, I really want love, but I'm going to protect myself just in the off chance that this person is a jerk? Like, that's not going to work anymore. Not that it ever did. Okay. But I feel like in order to be self-confident, real, true self-confidence comes from real, true vulnerability. You cannot truly be self-confident if you're constantly in a defended state, because this is like a very high level, not intimate, not dipping into my feelings, not feeling open to things and pretending I'm open to things. But I feel like what's happening here is you're seeing yourself from a place of self-love. This is what we're going to talk about in our healing workshops every single week. We're going to talk about healing the defended self and why that needs to end, the 10 of Swords. Okay. So it's true. Sometimes we have these fantasies running around in our head about what someone thinks about us or what they believe about us. And if we knew the truth, and there's a chance that those fantasies aren't true, then we're like, oh, if we look at someone and say, this is who I think you are, and that's not really who they are, we need to flip that around and really see people for who they truly are. Okay. I feel like this whole Aries and Libra time period for the next 18 months is going to be, no offense to Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus and Scorpio is about security and risk. And so there is some overlapping energy here, because when you really are truly vulnerable with someone, you are taking a risk. If you never take a risk, you're not really vulnerable. You're not really relating to someone. If you don't share yourself and you aren't curious about someone else's true feelings in terms of like how they're experiencing life, like not just how do you feel about me, but like, how are you feeling about what's going on in your life? And what if they say, oh, I'm very happy with my partner. And you have this fantasy in your head that like, oh, they're karmic and they're, messed up and everything like that. Now, they may be, and this person is lying to themselves, but they're still lying to themselves. And they're still operating based on that fantasy. So for you to really understand what someone's going through or whatever, I think you have to be truly curious. And that may stop you from continuing on with this fantasy, or it may say, okay, I'm done thinking about this person in the way that I've been thinking about them, and I'm now changing that. I'm going to work on this because I really want true intimacy in my life. I want that true intimacy. And so the Two of Swords here is like, I want to know me and I want to know you in a truly connected, open, vulnerable kind of way. But if I'm not doing that, then we got nothing, right? We got nothing. We got a bunch of air. We got a bunch of fantasies that are floating back and forth between the two of us, but neither one of us are really seeing each other clearly. So that needs to end. I want to clarify the Nine of Wands, Justice, 10 of Pentacles, Hermit, and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are seeing this person as King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, long-term partnership. And I almost feel like they're more the Four of Pentacle type. You might not be seeing this person clearly, so you're going to have to get yourself balanced and get yourself clear. I think they also see themselves as the King of Pentacles, yet that might be not truly what they're here to do. I feel like somebody is trying to protect themselves from you seeing the truth about them that they don't, they're maybe they're not coming toward you for a relationship, for a long-term relationship, because you're going to find it out. And what is that going to do to your perception of them? Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I think this person is the King of Pentacles, and really they're kind of like a Page of Pentacles or a Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, something about the earth energy here. And this last week of Taurus North Node, we are starting to really wrap up acting based on our values, or like put the platform in place, or finishing the touches on our financial belief system and how we see other people either accessing their true wealth. We all have access to true wealth, or not. And is it because their belief systems are off about themselves, or what? I feel like you're almost sharing, like having a shared fantasy about this person. Let me get King of Pentacles. This one jumped out. The Knight of Wands in reverse, Strength, High Priestess, and the Moon. I think this person is very afraid to make an offer to you. They might not have the courage right now to do it because they're afraid of you seeing them for who they truly are. That they might not be the one who is able. And this might be you. Like, you don't want your partner or your twin flame or whatever seeing into you, but this person is you if you are in twin flame connection. If you're not in a twin flame connection and this is a soulmate, this person is here for you to develop courage about you being truly open and intimate with another person. They are afraid. They seemingly are now kind of afraid. They might be shutting down, or they might be saying, my fantasy of myself showing you a certain thing, I know I'm going to have to come clean if we are connected. So there's just what I'm saying is, I feel like they're not ready yet to do that, but I do think that they will be in the Aries energy because there's something shifting here. Okay. So we're going to end the fantasy life. We're ending the fantasy life of how we see this other person or how we see ourselves. This could be friends. This doesn't have to be a love partner, but I'm feeling pretty strongly that it is for most of you. Okay. All right. So 10 of Swords, Chariot, Sun. Wow. Are you kidding me? This person is putting down. Okay. So whoever, I feel like what's going to be happening here is we're done with some kind of fantasy about how I'm presenting myself and how you're presenting yourself. There's an old fantasy that does need to go in order for the true intimacy to take hold. Like, I want to tell you about who I truly am, but if you're kind of in this bubble of what you believe about me, then I'm not able to really be authentically myself. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying really hard to keep you in this beautiful fantasy that you have. But if you could see how much more impactful it is, look at these major arcana cards, lots of major arcana, all major arcana cards here except for that, and how much more truly interconnected and intimate this partnership can be. This goes deep. This is now about shedding some kind of belief system we have about each other and really going deep. Wow. I'm going to pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended to give you some advice for each of your zodiac sign. You could cross watch and see what the advice is for the other person. I'm also going to suggest that you write down Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for yourself and take a couple notes about each of those pieces of advice and see if you can pull together something that is uniquely for you. Okay. All right. So the link is below if you want to continue on with me. This is about creating true intimacy and how that works. Very, very deep reading. Link is in the description box below if you want to continue on. Pathfinders, we're just going to keep on rolling. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.